Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Hey there everybody, Flick here again with another stupid tutorial about how to change your voice for your videos. So this one I kind of wanted to make to sound like, I don't know, like Death Knights in World of Warcraft, or maybe even the Lich King or something like that. Something that sounds kind of haunted and kind of evil, maybe kind of possessed. And so it's actually really easy, really simple, just takes a couple minutes to do. You already heard what the clip is going to sound like. This is how corny it starts off, as usual.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Great, really intimidating. So now we're going to go in, as we always do, and I should probably stop saying this, but we're going to go in and clean this up. Noise removal, get noise profile, go back to effects, go back down to noise removal, and say OK. That's going to change our file, get rid of all the fuzzy crap that we don't want to amplify with our effects. It'll sound like this now.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Still corny, but it sounds clean. So this is going to be our baseline track. So what we're going to do with our baseline is we are going to go to edit and duplicate it. This time, however, we are going to duplicate it twice. So we will say 2 times. And I'm going to delete the end just to keep everything nice and even. And then we can scale everything so it fits on our screen a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Now, we are going to mute these 2 bottom tracks for just a moment and focus on this top one. This is going to be our really mean, scary, this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the voice itself. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Effect, go to Bass and Treble, and I'm going to drop the bass by about 12 again. Drop the bass. Hey, all right. And then we're going to go back up to Effects, go down to Change Pitch, and this is the important part. We're going to make this deep. Not too deep, though. We don't want it to sound like that lava monster or whatever that was I made in the previous tutorial. So I'm going to say about -10. We'll see what that sounds like. We'll see if we're happy with that. We can play that and see if it's nice and creepy.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds pretty good. So we're going to apply one more effect to this one. We're going to go back down. This doesn't require any plugins, just called Phaser. We did this before when we did our monster... lava monster, and if you watched that tutorial, the settings are all the exact same. I've got stages maxed, dry wet maxed. I didn't touch frequency, I didn't touch phase. I left feedback at 0%, and depth is maxed as well. So we're going to apply that. Now, that's going to sound like what we want it to sound like, but we still have 2 more files down here that we need to modify. First is this, well, second, I guess, is this file. We're going to go to Effect and go back to Change Pitch, but this one, we actually want it to sound a little high pitch and a little creepy. So I'm going to go with, say, +10 instead of negative this time. And I'll play that for you and you can hear what it sounds like.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Sounds like I'm either on helium or I don't know. Remember the Lollipop Guild? I don't know. We're also going to add one more effect to this voice, just for giggles, an echo effect. I'm going to set the delay time pretty low, 0.05. Decay factor of 0.2. You can play around with this and see if it comes out the way you'd like it to. So let's play that and see what it sounds like now with an echo on it.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
Not drastically different, but there's just a little bit of an echo that sounds like it might be coming from inside of a helm or something, which is pretty cool. So we're going to mute that and go down to our last sound effect. And actually, we're not going to change that one, so I'm kind of done with that. I'm going to unmute all of these. I'm going to do one more thing before I play them all together. I'm going to move the high-pitched voice to my left speaker, which is just this LR slider, and the normal voice, this is our baseline, remember, to the right speaker. I'm also going to bump the volume up on both of these about, I don't know, 15 or so, because these are going to get drowned out quite a bit by this big voice here. So I'm even going to drop it -12 or so. It's just, you know, you can play around with it, see what sounds good. So we'll go back to the beginning, play it, see what it sounds like, and see if we need to change anything.
Feel the cold embrace of your death.
I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. It almost sounds like the Many from the old System Shock games, one of my favorite games of all time, System Shock 2. So, yeah, I think we're done with this, and I think it sounds pretty good. It may not sound exactly like you'd like, but hey, you can go in and you can modify the phaser effect, the echoes, you can change the pitch, do whatever makes it work for you. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you next time.